Towards an effective federal land title system. As pointed out in the preceding lesson, land considerations play a leading role in determining economic development plans and policy. Without jurisdiction over land usage, it's difficult for a community to create business opportunities, since obtaining funding, both in the form of loans or investors, and formulating agreements becomes problematic. Given the breadth and variety of existing and in-process treaty agreements, each community proposing economic development will need to review the wording of their treaty agreement and ensure that they have a good understanding of their land usage agreements from a legal standpoint before formulating economic development plans that involve land usage. Since economic development plans should arise out of comprehensive community plans, CCPs, it is hoped that the CCP includes specific information and direction with regard to land usage possibilities. Chapter 10 of this week's reading, Beyond the Indian Act, Restoring Aboriginal Property Rights, outlines a Torrens land title system based on the Nisga'a Land Title Act of May 2000. This chapter also outlines in a very succinct manner the differences between the Land Title Registry, Torrens, the Deeds Registry, and the Indian Lands Registry, Deeds. The Nisga'a land title system significantly reduces the cost of doing business on Nisga'a lands in at least three ways. 1. Collective and individual property rights on Nisga'a land are similar to these property rights in the rest of BC. 2. The Nisga'a Land Title Office and database makes it relatively inexpensive to register or search for a particular individual property right. 3. The system provides for a clear process with timelines related to surveys and subdivision approvals, thus saving potential developers time and money. To facilitate an effective First Nations land title system, 6 objectives must be met. 1. Fee simple title must be extended to current First Nations lands. 2. Underlying title must remain with the First Nations in case of reversion or appropriation. 3. Legislation must convey fee simple and underlying title to the First Nations, while avoiding concerns from provinces about their possible rights of resumption. 4. Legislation should create the titling, registry, and surveying structure to support a Torrens title system. 5. Legislation must create efficiencies for land development and public service management. And 6. It must be enacted under federal legislation. Such changes would remove uncertainty currently inherent in Indigenous community economic development and lead to 1. Increases in real estate values, 2. New employment opportunities, 3. Increase in housing stock, 4. Increase in property tax revenues, 5. Increase in sales tax revenues, 6. Reduced costs of poverty. The authors go on to explain how this First Nations land title system differs from other models that have been implemented, and how it is a step towards financial prosperity for Indigenous communities.